welcome to another video. This is my 2020 MacBook Pro, the base model, i5, 8 gigs of RAM. Nothing upgraded, pretty much the base model. So I replaced my 2020 MacBook Air with this laptop because of a few frustrations. One of which was a extremely bad fan noise that I had in the MacBook Air. Now, don't get me wrong, the MacBook Air was upgraded to i5. This is an i5. This one also has a bad heating problem, but the fan is not as loud. Now, the fan turns on and you can hear it, but it's not loud enough to pretty much keep you from even listening to your audio. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what sort of vents we have here in the bottom. So, nothing, right? I don't see anything. I don't see anything on the sides. There's some vents on the back here. Nothing on the bottom or the sides. Now, I didn't have that close of a look on the Air to see if they had better vents than, or worse vents than this Pro, but it doesn't seem like it. Seems like the vent situation, you just got those little vents on the bottom. So I'm not sure why the MacBook Air had a very loud fan. This one actually manageable. You can hear the fan come on. The computer does get hot, which is expected because, I mean, it has poor ventilation. And the fans are probably not placed in the right spots. That's been a long-term problem with the MacBooks, where they just fit the fans in whenever they can, and most of the time they're not even cooling down what it's supposed to be cooling down. In any case, this one works pretty well. The camera still continues to be a potato camera. Now, this is perfect lighting situation, so all right, let's see. This is, I have 3 windows that are open. As you can see here, I mean, pretty good light. But you can see the noise here. Just look at my hairline here, it's not sharp at all. But this is this is serviceable. If you have great lighting, you'll probably not look like you're using a computer from the 2000s on your work videos situation. But I mean, I guess if you want a good camera, you're just gonna have to buy a separate webcam and attach it to your top, which I might have to do depending on how bad it looks on WebEx. It doesn't look that bad right now, but eventually, if everyone's using really great quality cameras, I don't want to be the one looking like I'm using a very old computer, so I might have to upgrade to that. That's not that big a deal. I think the camera is serviceable. I think it's about the same as the MacBook Air. It's a bad camera, but it's serviceable. I think browsing speed-wise, I think the performance is definitely a little bit better than the Air. It doesn't get hot as easily. It doesn't, break. It doesn't annoy you by the loud fan while you're using it. These are some of my videos. Recently, I made a video on home workstation setup. Just because I was setting up my home workstation. I used the USB-C port here to attach a hub, and I have 2 monitors, etc. Obviously, I'm not using that right now to make this video. But other than that, it's been great making these YouTube videos. It's been fun spending some of that extra time I have since there's not much to do out and about. So check out my videos on my channel. I do have an unboxing video for the 2020 MacBook Pro as well as the 2020 MacBook Air. My most famous videos are these videos complaining about the bad camera and the loud fan in the MacBook Air, which I guess that's just how it is. People like to listen to me complaining, but I'm happy with the 2020 MacBook Pro. I think if you were to go for the 2020 MacBook, I recommend you go with the base model on the Pro if you don't have the extra money. Obviously, you can upgrade to a better RAM. I think the processor upgrade can be helpful, but even more so would be the RAM upgrade would be important as far as the longevity of the MacBook, but I had a 2012 MacBook or 2011 MacBook Air that I used for 6 years without any problems. And getting 6 years out of a laptop is great. And that's why MacBooks are so great. You can get many years out of the laptops. I also have a ThinkPad. That one's been going for 8 years. Obviously, it's gonna last even longer, but I did upgrade the RAM. I upgraded to SSD, things like that. This one already comes in with SSD. Obviously, there'll be faster hard drives coming up, but this is already pretty good. Another thing is, if you are into drones, you must have seen some of my drone videos, or you may be interested in seeing them. I reviewed 2 drones, but I did buy a DJI Mavic Mini. I didn't do an unboxing video because I was too excited to open it and just go fly it around, and I went to a camping trip and I flew it around. So I will be posting that video within the next couple of days, so look forward to that. Thank you for watching, and if there's anything in particular that you'd like me to review about the MacBook Pro, let me know. I think the browsing speed, the keyboard is nice. The touchpad I haven't gotten used to. It's sort of a gimmick to me, but I have heard that if you use it more often, then you kind of find it as a replacement for what some people would have in a 2-in-1 laptop. So if you have a touchscreen laptop, you would not use it all the time, but you would use it for certain things. And this bar can sort of replace those certain things you might use it with. Anyways, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and see you on the next one.